Hi, thanks for being with me. We're going to be making honey and lemon chicken. It could not be simpler or easier, and everyone thinks that you've been working and slaving away for hours. The amount of ingredients are very, very minimal, and it takes no time at all to prepare, and it's just one of the most delightful dishes. It's so light and refreshing in the summer, but it also does fill you up in the winter. So you can't go wrong with this dish. I've been making this for 30 years and it's been a firm favorite with family and friends, and I now serve it with cauliflower rice, but if you eat rice, by all means serve it with white, brown, whatever you prefer. Here's everything you're going to need to make honey and lemon chicken. You need 2 pounds of chicken breasts, 2 spring onions, 2 lemons, avocado oil, honey, coconut aminos, and finally sesame seeds. And that is it. That's all the ingredients you're going to need. First thing we have to do to start making the honey and lemon chicken is prepare the sauce, and we're going to put that directly into the oven-proof dish. So what we need is avocado oil or a really good olive oil, and we need 4 tablespoons of that. This makes four to 5 portions, so that's not really a lot of oil. So 4 in here, and then we want the same amount of honey, 4 tablespoons of honey. So 4, and also put the oil first because then the honey slides right off the spoon. If you do it the other way around, you have a devil of a time getting it off. So here we go, number 3, and 1 more. Come on, baby. That's it. Now, got all the honey in there, the oil's in there. Next is the coconut aminos, and we need 3 teaspoons of that. This is so good. You're just not going to believe this. Okay, so 3 teaspoons of that. Slice the lemons. You don't peel them, and you don't juice them. You're going to put your lemons in here, but not yet. So we're just going to wash them and slice them, but then we'll leave them to one side. Okay, the lemons are washed, and also use organic lemons if you can for this, only because they go directly into the dish, peel and all. So you just want to slice them up really thin, and then we're going to leave those on the side while we wash and cube the chicken. Okay, cube your chicken breasts, small-ish, and once that's all done, they can go straight into your waiting baking dish here, just like this. So as you go, you can put them in, and that's all good. I'm tormenting a cat right over here because she would love to be partaking in this dish, but it is not to be. Anyway, so keep doing that until it's all in, and then we're going to smush it around and put the lemons on and into the oven. Okay, so you can see sort of roughly the size of these pieces of chicken, and now all we do is, as I said earlier, we just stir it all around, mix it in with this nice gooey gorgeous mixture here, and coat all of the pieces of chicken. A word to the wise also, before you put the slices of lemon on, just take out the pips, because you really don't want to be eating those. They taste awfully bitter. Okay, so just kind of dot them around, and I mean not every inch has to be covered, but you'll see how mine is, and you'll see why you probably need 1.5 lemons, but you really don't need 2 unless you're a crazy lemon person, and then you can use 2, but I really wouldn't recommend it. This is how much we've got left of the second lemon, so it really is 1.5 lemons, and you just put them on just like you did with the rest of it, and that's what you're going to get. It's looking pretty already, isn't it? Anyway, now we need a good sprinkling of sesame seeds and it's ready for the oven. Now, I don't even measure out the sesame seeds. I have them actually in 1/8 of a cup measure just for easy sprinkling. So here we go. Because you want a nice coating of sesame seeds. It really adds a fabulous flavour. And that should pretty much do it. It's ready for the oven. Doesn't that look great? See, it's mouth-watering already and we haven't even started cooking. Anyway, you're going to pop that into the oven now at 375. After about 30 minutes, we're going to take it out and just put the lemon to one side, turn the chicken over, separate the pieces because they'll have kind of fused, and then put it in for about another 10 minutes. So we've got half an hour to spare, and as ever, the kettle's going on. You can see my little lemon slice mound right there, and that frees up the rest of the chicken. You see it did fuse like I said it would, and we just want to separate them, turn them over, and then we'll place the chicken back, the lemon slices back where they were, and back into the oven. So just start to distribute these back, and then we've got access to the ones underneath here, and that's it. Back in the old days, by the way, I used to make this dish with, instead of coconut aminos, I used to use soy sauce. And I have to give credit to my very clever daughter, who was the one that said, hey, try it with coconut aminos. And it's actually even better than my original. There you are. That's all ready to go back into the oven. So while we've got 10 more minutes to wait for the chicken to be fully cooked and ready to come out of the oven, all we have to do is get our spring onions ready, cut the little furry tops off, and just cut them into nice thin slivers. I'll show you how, and then these don't go into it while it's cooking. They don't get cooked at all. They're garnish. So when you're serving, you just sprinkle on as much of this raw spring onion as you want, and then mix it in with the rice and the chicken and the sauce, and it's absolutely fantastic. It just really makes your dish perfect. So wash them, cut the little furry bits off, and then we'll go on to the next bit. Okay, so they're washed and ready to slice up. So first of all, cut about a 2-inch bit, which is the white part, and then about the same again, and you'll be left with pretty much the same size of the green. And then what we're going to do is just, with the white part, cut it down the center in half lengthwise, and just cut as narrow slivers as you possibly can, and do the same with the green. And this is kind of what you're going to end up with, and that gets sprinkled on top as a garnish. So here's your slivered spring onion ready to be a garnish when you serve the dish, and we're just about ready to take the chicken out of the oven and have a look at it. Comes out of the oven at 40 minutes and it looks every bit as good as I promised you it would. It has accumulated a lot more juice over the cooking time, which is normal for this dish, and all the better for pouring over your rice. So here you go, here's your chicken. It's ready for the rice and ready to serve with the spring onion. I hope that you enjoy this as much as my family does, and if you did, please give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.
If you like this video, click like. If you really like it, click subscribe.